starvation is happening, but none of my colonists are starving. I don't know how many of these bloomed before, but I know a lot of them did. Okay, I think that's the majority of them. Who's upset? Is it Mal? Why? Why? What's your deal? Ravenously hungry, recreationally deprived. Are you a gardener? No. So, where's Mal? How about you stop doing that and you go fucking eat? There's your beef. Do you need legs or something? You need a lung. Okay. You need a lung and you've got a scar. I don't have any spare lungs. That is one thing that my colony is extremely low on, is lungs. And that is actually a way that my colonists can potentially die that I can't, like, fix. Is if they get shot in, like, both of their lungs, they are fucking gone. So, I mean, I also do want them to make armor now that we've got, like, what, 13,000 spare metal? Which one makes armor? Make pillar, simple helmet, you make plate armor. I would like to make better armor than plate armor. I remember making a lot of plate armor at one point. General labor crafting work to make 600 odd. Let's see, overlapping solid plates covering the entire body from neck to feet. Okay, that's not too bad. I would think that that would be alright. Does it tell me anything additionally? Oh, it deteriorates. Neat. I'll go with market value, 460 versus I think one of these benches can make recon shit. Make flak. What makes fucking recon then? I thought one of them made better stuff. I did have flak stuff for them at one point. Look at the best. Flak. It's 290. It's a tough fabric jacket, armor plate sewn in. While it's not as good as solid armor, it offers effective protection against manner of attacks while remaining quite comfortable. Okay, well that's not too bad. I was making them vests at one point because it was cheap. Vest armor plates inserted in the chest and back. While quite effective at deflecting gunshots and stabbing attacks against the chest, it does nothing to protect the limbs. I can always replace limbs. Okay. So, I thought that there was another bench that I had. Yeah, this one. There we go. Alright, let's have a look at what's marine armor. A fucking expensive shit. Suit of powered armor, layered plasteel weave plates are very effective at stopping attacks with very vulnerable sections. Paramedic assisters allow a human to wear the armor or still move easily. Rapid incursion space. Alright. Yeah, okay. And what's recon looking like? Because everybody wants to kill me over this shit. Okay, so it's expensive, but not as expensive, I don't think. Suit of light, partially powered armor designed to permit quick movement, lightweight plasteel weave plates, block attacks without compromising mobility, neurometric assisters, lower body, allow human to wear armor and still move easily. Armor like this is often used in Imperial scout troops and the Glitterworld police forces. Okay. So, I think plate armor would get everybody armor, but would be fucked in winter when it's cold. Marine armor sounds like it's the good shit. What have we got? Like a 7. It's 100 on plasteel, 20 uranium. Okay, that's why everybody wants uranium. No, you don't fucking add that shit yet. And what is this one? Wait, hold on. This looks like it's only just slightly less. Okay. But that one's like only just slightly less, but I need like a fuck ton of uranium for it. I don't even know if I've got uranium. That's one thing I haven't been keeping because I was selling it. I got like 6,000 uranium. Okay, so I think we're going to have a bit of a mishmash up of armor. First things first, I guess we're going to start on armor production again. So I do want them to make guns as well. I want simple helmets to move up the thing. At least so that they've got something. I'm going to have a bit of everything. Oh, I want that underneath that. I might be better off if these are making like X number of things. I might be better off making a couple of ones in the center that just do the specifics. So I want flak vests. I want like a fucking 100 of these things, because at least then they've got something on, right? They also don't seem to use up too much. They use cloth, steel, and components, and I got a fuck ton of those. So we could definitely use those. Get out of my face, bug. I've got some shield belts for some people. Flak helmet would be probably better, but I didn't get a chance to look. Is it these ones? At the helmets, 40 plasteel advanced components versus 30 plasteel. Malboro's having a tantrum. I could make a bunch of these. We're going to get attacked every single time we leave this base, though, if that's the case. Helmet. High-tech armored helmet, built-in status computer and productive plasteel weave plate. Armor like this is often used, yeah. I don't care about which battles they're used in. Marine armor helmet, layered plasteel weave plates. Okay, so it's basically plasteel versus actual steel. I think this is a full encapturing helmet versus just a helmet. And then the flak ones. Have a quick look at the flak helmets because I don't usually make them. 40 metal, 2 components, 10 plasteel. I mean, that's not bad. Lightweight combat helmet. Complex design, reinforced plasteel, not effective against blunt weapons. Okay, well, we have like a couple of helmets that we get made, and I want a second one of these built. I think ultimately I'm probably going to have like a whole another set of benches. I probably want like one more of this here, I'd say. I need the floor to get cleaned up with the fucking wood and shit, but it'll do for the moment. I'll get the 4 extra benches done. They'll do like helmets and shit. I have got enough people that they should be able to work on most of these benches at any given time, as long as they're not like a suspended thing. Mostly been pumping out components because we haven't capped the component list yet. Before I'm going back into like, I want to have like a stack of about 10 bionics in any particular state. And I am making like a shit ton of EMPs because I've still got a lot of those to install. So they're still making a lot of that. And making armor over time is going to take a while. But for the moment, these benches could both kick back on. And I've got simple helmets being made. I've got basic gladiuses. We'll make some plate armor. Do it until you got about 50 of these. I don't want you to use uranium. Kind of don't want you to use wood, honestly. Normally I would say, yeah, go for it. Obviously, plasteel and shit would be good too, but yeah, normally I said that they can use wood. I don't want any piliers made anymore. That would explain why we keep getting those in our inventory. I keep finding shit around the place. So I will let them continue to make simple helmets. Probably until you've got at least 10, because my people will continue to put those on. And the plate armor as well. Honestly, just saying until they've got 10, because my people will go and they'll put them in the thing, and most of them will just go and put them on. So I might just change that back to being just 10. Because I want to have like about 50 odd of them. I want more benches and shit, but kind of not that I want to make a lot of. I might end up swapping those into here for like a different type of bench. We'll see. Now, these fuckers. We are making components. I don't want to use up all the components that we do have. I am still using a lot to make stuff. We're going to have to wait a bit longer to keep making armor. But they'll start making some basic shit. They'll make some basic armor. They'll make some basic helmets. We'll get a couple more benches online, which will do more stuff. And then I'll come back to that. Let's see who's in the area that can do. Takuma and B are right here. I'll get you. You can't do it, but B can. Oh, Grasshopper's on this. That's fine. I didn't realize Grasshopper was still on this spot. That's okay. Let us go and get like this whole area, because it is nighttime again. So, oh, there's a huge patch at the top here. Rolf, mate, do you do planting? No, Marino does. Yeah, you do. All right, well, off we go with the berries then. Let's try to get as many of these. Look at it, we've still got 40 rice in storage by the looks. So we'll see. This should also like cause them to come up to this. Like some of them may spread out and go down lower in the base and try to like harvest that. I can't do much about that. Dark eyes in this area. I'm just going to try to... You can't do that apparently. You can. I'm going to get these two to kind of walk tandem together if I can, because that way I can kind of keep a few in the area. It doesn't matter if it's even or whatever. We'll see. I also see Lumi coming up here. You can do plants though, can't you? Yeah, you can do plants. Alright, well let's get Lumi in this stack as well. I saw her going off to rest, but I haven't asked her to do any of this stuff. Chalky's having a heart attack. Mate, you are very, very far from a fucking hospital bed in any capacity. I could change that over, but that would also be super far from medical stuff. How long are you gone? It's painful. It's only a heart attack at this point. You're going to go rest, and you're going to get, if I have one, still a heart. Apparently I just have a heart in the colony somewhere. So yeah, when you go lay down, somebody will be with you shortly. How's Shadow doing? If he can make it to the hospital, he'll probably be fine. I do need a leg on Shadow. The right leg. What have we got? I don't look like I've got any bionic legs by the look of it. No, no bionic legs. I could get you a peg leg. Prosthetic leg? Yeah, I could get you a prosthetic leg. For the moment. I thought I had other stuff. Yeah, no, that'll be fine. Instead of playing poker, how about you go rest again? Colonist needs rescue. I don't know if Ray's the fastest one in this group. Hold on. I need to see. Well, no, you're not going to be. You can move like the wind. Let's get you to rescue. Alright, there we go. There isn't too much I can do for Chalky at the moment. Chalky is one of our gunners, so I would prefer that he doesn't die. Because, yeah, I don't have a lot of really, really good gunners, and he's one of them. I was trying to also do more gardening shit along here. I see everybody's kind of like zipping off to like sleep and shit. Alright, I do trust that he'll get brought to hospital at some point and he'll probably be fine. But I'm pretty sure I have a heart and I've got prosthetic hearts, I think, in the area. So it's not like we're not going to have something for him. Lorna, can you do planting? Yeah, you can do planting. And Viper's confused again. So, yeah. Not much we can do about that. He's always kind of confused. He's got dementia, I think. Dementia or Alzheimer's, one of the two. So, like, almost every day he'll get confused. Rolf, mate, I know you're going to go and do... Going off to rest? I'll get you up here. I do have to make sure that they don't accidentally kill Chalky in surgery. But we should be alright. We generally have, like, a lot of, like, really good medical people in this area, so... It'll be okay. I also noticed that all the horses and shit are still hanging around, even though it's nighttime. They should have fucked off to sleep. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Does Dinosaur do plants? No, Blue Jay does, though. I'll get you to start on... No. You're saying not assigned to do... That's a bit odd. I had you doing plant stuff earlier. Hang on a ticket. Whereabouts are you, Blue Jay? I'll go check on Chalky in a moment. Plant cutting. Huh. That's a bit weird. I must have clicked on you at some point. I don't think so. I don't think I've been in there, but... Anywho. You're in the area, and I know you can do plant cutting. This explains why I guess you've been locally in the area. You've probably been getting your skills up in, like, harvest, like, fucking resowing the areas, I guess. Yep, hold on, medical emergency. Who's going to attend to you? Who's in the area? I see Seahorse. Seahorse probably isn't the one I want working on you. I'm hoping for, like, Radma, or I see Franklin. Franklin's going to go attend to somebody else. Green could do it. I was kind of hoping for Dali or Radma, but Franklin would absolutely do. Also, Lincoln is in here. Can you operate on him? Lincoln's a pretty high medical. Lincoln's at 12. I think Franklin's higher. So I also think Green can do it, I think. Either Green or somebody else that starts with G. Yeah, you can do fucking medical. Hang on a ticket. Are you higher than Franklin? Yeah, fuck it. You can go operate on... You go operate on Chalky. I was gonna say, I saw Green was there and I'm like, I've been using Green exclusively out in the fields and I'm like, so I haven't really been trying to grab her to go do anything else. But I'm like, I'm pretty sure she can do, like, you know, medical shit. And yeah, she can. We'll see how she goes. Hopefully she successes, or otherwise we're going to have like a hot minute with that. Raccoon, are you able to do... You can't do plants. Tranker Mantis. I think Mantis can do plants. Oh, you can do a 3. Adam, Sam. There's Dally. Fucking right there. What's your medical? You're a 14. Okay, so Green is better. Green's still a lot better. Who's in the area? Because I still got to get all up in here. I'm hoping that I can flush out a few gardening people up here. Hamster, you do cooking, right? No, you do plants. Alright. I know you're going off to cook. I'll get you keep going on this row. Honestly, it's slowed down a little bit on me having to be on them perpetually about this. But still having at least like a couple of people getting out here and doing this before somebody else comes out and starts like replanting it and stuff has been very useful. I'm pretty sure Tomboy can also do planting as well. And if Blue Jay is done, they're probably going off to sleep. I did manage to let like a lot of people go off to sleep. So, you know, they'll get at least a day's rest. Do you do 5 on plants? I hear the operation happening off to like the side as well. So we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of thinking it's success because I'm not hearing any medical noises, but I'm also not seeing any, you know, critical situation with the patients. Do you survive? Trauma savant. Got cataracts. Your heart looks like it's fine. Cool. Nice. Well, good on you, Chalky. I guess you live to see another day. I have got stuff for like hearts. So one of the few things that I left still making was like hearts and shit, I'm pretty sure. Shoot Frenzy. I will double check that because we can't run out. We can run out of arms and legs and shit, but we cannot run out of hearts specifically. Hearts and spines, they do still need to get made. Because if we run out of those, we stop being able to like keep most of this colony alive. Jaws and tongues and stuff, they can wait. I still have a bionic stomach around, so in the worst case scenario, we've still got 2 hearts. But I have no spare spines, so I'm going to get them to start making both of those again, if they can. Also, looks like we've got a cap of... No, well, we got a cap of components, but it's fine. I want to sleep here a few times. Some kind of faceplant a pillow. No worries. You go get some rest. Have a great rest of the stream. No worries. I'll catch us Thursday, if that's the case. But yeah, go get some rest. Got me yawning. Terrible. Just thought I'd get a decent stretch in then. I didn't realize I kind of needed that. It made me sort of like slightly tired. I'm like, I need to stretch. Hold on, let me have a drink. There. So, I actually just saw Tillman actually. Hold on. Tillman, I know you can do plants. I know I've been on all of this rice and stuff. I don't think it matters that much if it's rice or berries or potatoes or anything, as long as I've got people out here working on stuff. I also see Pumpkin and I know she can do plants as well, so I'll just get her back up here. I know it means that she's dropped like the food and shit, but yeah, I kind of need her to do this. And what was that? Like 68% insulting spree. I've been seeing it coming up as like 68%. I thought it was like fully harvestable. Insulting spree, huh? No, that's all good. I also have cats kind of lurking around at this time, which is interesting. They don't seem to be like struggling too hard, which is good. I've got like 75 pemmicans still. I do need to still go check if there's... No, the meat's been fully collected, or it's rotted, or it's been eaten, one of the three. Well, can you do plants? Nah. I didn't think so, but I still had to check. Leave you alone. Dark Eye, for some reason, you can't do plants. I've seen him up in the area before. You are the one that does animals. Wolf should be able to... Wolf's like a 3 on plants. Leave that be. Other Lumi does do plants. Other Lumi could be getting skills. This is actually one of the best things though, is that like all of my colonists that have got really, really low skills are going to get the fucking skills out of their life at the moment. Also because it's nighttime, I don't have any like colonists that are like actively not doing anything, so that is neat. I've also found like at least like a couple of things of like steel and plasteel and shit tonight, but I haven't stopped my people to go and like do anything about it, you know? I might let you sleep first and then I'll get you back on this because the animals will only get so far into this. But, forgot what I was saying, but it's okay. I'll leave that be. I'll keep going with this. And then I'll try to find somebody for like the other half of this area. If I could get a orbital trade beacon thing come over that was a bulk goods supplier that had just a shit ton of food, I think we'd be basically mint. I think we could like calm the fuck down after that. But we have not been that lucky, unfortunately. Hey? What's up, Phoenix? You want the chair? Yeah? Maybe. My cat Phoenix has come to join us. Yeah? I can't turn the chair much more than that. It's already in like the premium direction. Yeah, you can hop up on it. Wanna hop? Yeah? Maybe? Yes? Great. Phoenix requires a chair. There we go. He was being really quiet tonight. He hasn't screamed into the like darkness or anything. It's great. Alright. Well, Phoenix has his chair. He has been patted. He will probably... I don't know, he looks like he's ready to go back out on patrol, I guess. Oh, he's thinking about it. Yeah, usually at night... Oh, he's gone off to scream at the night now. Depending on which light is on, he will scream into the darkness if like the appropriate light has not been left on for him. And I believe the appropriate lights have been left on. And the last week when I streamed, I did not leave the appropriate light on. And he just like screamed the whole fucking stream. And I'm like, there's nothing I can do about this right now. I'm like, yeah, it is just darkness out there. Like, he has got the option, don't get me wrong, he's got the option always to come and, like, walk in here. It's lit up, it's climate controlled, all that sort of stuff. But it will never stop him from potentially just, like, screaming into the darkness. Sometimes he will actively leave the room to go do that. So, it's like an active choice he makes. Alright, Cadwell's gonna be here for a bit. I could get Pigeon on this spot. I know Pigeon has tantrums reasonably often, so we'll see how they go in this area. Honestly, it's been kind of like weirdly peaceful. Even though we've had like the stress of like trying to keep them alive with the food situation, not much else has been going on, and that's been okay, you know? Like, I think they've culled out all their animals. like the animals that are like meeting their like quotas and shit. They've culled them. And then we've had traders. I should be able to call for traders again soon because it's the 15th of April, May. I should be able to call in summer for a third set of traders. And yeah, we still need like another set of traders. Not that they've got enough food on them. If I could get a caravan that had like sufficient food, if my animals were fed well enough, and we could get out with just like 2 or 3 tiny little caravans, like I feel like I could launch a horse or two said caravans and like top them up with like getting home. It's just that I would also have to purchase like an amount of food for them. And I'm not quite, I don't feel like I'm as close to where my allies are here. Like I'll go out into the world and I'll sort of show you. Because we've got enough food for the moment. If I could get to an ally, I could buy their food. Like these 3 would have food, they'd have food, they'd probably have food as well. So there'd be 4 individual little traders plus these 3 possibly would also have it. So yeah, we'd be looking at like maybe 5, 8 different traders I could get to. The problem is getting to them because it's not that quick to get to some of them. And I just still don't have enough spare food at this point, which is still a little bit of an issue. Also, I was going to set up, I don't want them to specifically use it in these rooms, right? This isn't where I want these to be. What? I know that my people love kicking shit. Like whenever they're mad, they love going and kicking expensive shit. And right now I'm not really actually using these, but if they wanted to, if they really needed to, I kind of want to move that one actually. That one. I want to move it down by 1, I think. It's about the same as that then. Actually, that kind of fits there. These are silver billiards tables. And my thought process is, if they have a tantrum, they're more likely to go kick something of value. This is not really something I want them to use because this is not a recreational room. But if they wanted to use it, they could, which would add to recreation. It just wouldn't be a nice recreational room. If we got animals, we got a lynx and we got a hare. Alright, so still not a lot. I don't know where that jade came from, but okay. Came out of somewhere. And Chalky survived and is back up and about. Cool. Alright, neat. So what I kind of want them to do is I want them to kind of keep getting the food from like in this midsection, not really bothering to go into the other areas, but I also still need them to allocate if it's harvestable in this. I don't even know if this is growing. I gotta check if that's got a roof on it. Hi, you back? Phoenix has gone on patrol and he is back. He's back to tell me all about it. Yeah? You could be here. I could be petting you. Yeah, if you jump up, I can pet you. There you go. Alright, Phoenix has agreed to this mutual patting. Don't try to climb on me. Hang on a sec. Phoenix requires pats. I did say that if he jumped on the chair, he could get pats. So that is what he is doing. Apart from like this spot, I will have to like harvest this. But at the moment, my mouse hand is preoccupied with giving Phoenix pats. So he's like a purring ball of cat right now. I can see in his eyes, he's like, you know when like your pets kind of like lock on to a spot that they want to climb onto? He's doing that visually. I can see where he wants to be. And he can't be climbing up on me at the moment. Not while I'm streaming. So yeah, he's gone back to fucking patrol. As soon as I stopped patting him, immediately back to patrolling. You're going off to rest. When you wake back up, Franklin, I'll get you to do some harvesting, mate. Oh, I tell you what, I haven't actually been like tired like this for a bit. In the last week, I woke up super early and I kept kind of like doing that. So then I was kind of like going and being awake all day when I'm normally asleep. And today I've had like a shit ton of sleep and I've woken up at like late afternoon and stuff, but I've done a lot of stuff into the evening. And I think it's like just fully like fucking worn me out. But colonist needs rescue. Alright, let's go find out who. Ginseng, what's going on, mate? Choco, mate, can you rescue Ginseng? Food poisoning. Honestly doesn't surprise me. And you've got a like fucking right lung destroyed as well. So we're trying to make the lungs. Lauren is idle. What do? Do stuff with animals. I'm amazed that considering she's got such a high level of like animal tending that she's never doing anything with animals. I should give her medical if I can get it. Because then she can be attending people and doing medical shit at the same time. So we're down to 82 tattered apparel as well. And I'm still working on this